Never lose your keys again? Let's have a closer look. Dave Taylor here, and I'm looking at this. This is the KeySmart Pro, and it's pretty cool. It is actually a keychain, well, key holder, maybe is a better, more accurate term. And not only does it hold up to 10 keys, but you also get things like a bottle opener. But that's not all, because it also has a handy built-in flashlight, right? So obviously right now doesn't seem very valuable. At night, it's actually a nice, bright, tiny little LED. Pretty handy. But really what makes this cool is that it has built-in tile Bluetooth tracking. So that means that you literally can't lose this. As long as eventually someone goes by with a Bluetooth device, it'll actually track its location. But more importantly, your phone will know, because you're probably going to carry both at the same time. So it will remember the last place you had this. So if I leave this late night at the bar, or if I leave this at the office or something, I can then just go onto the Tile app and I can go and look on the map and it'll show me where it is. Now, if you've lost it in your house, it doesn't have that level of granularity, but it's got another trick up its sleeve. So, turns out, let me go ahead and launch the app, and this is the Tile app. Is like Tile's a completely separate company. So then KeySmart, the company that makes the key holder, they're just utilizing that tech. They just have it secretly embedded in this thing rather than having it be a little square that you actually have on your keychain. So this is actually a whole lot more smooth. So what we're going to do is I'm going to actually, from the phone, I'm going to force this to ring. So let's see if that works. And so you can hear that. Let's make it nice and loud. So there's lots going on, and you can see here when I'm ready I can just tap on done and it's done. But what's kind of fun is you can do that in reverse too. So if you have this but you can't find your phone, you can push the Tile button and it's supposed to, let's see, maybe I'm in the wrong place. There we go. Took a little bit of pushing. That's a sort of recessed button, but here's what's kind of fun is that it actually will make your phone make noise even if your phone's on silent or mute. Now, that by itself makes this really valuable. My teen daughter would really benefit from this because she's constantly losing her phone, and then she's like, I can't find it because it's on mute, so I can't even call myself. So this would solve that problem. But Tile actually has some other features. So let me show you that, you know, the key, of course, is the sort of find feature, which, you know, there's the ringing and stuff, but it's really about the map. And so for that, you go to the location history, and here you can see my location. Now, here's the only thing I will say that's super annoying about this, and this is a Tile issue, not a KeySmart Pro issue, is that Tile constantly pushes really aggressively for you to upgrade to premium. So it shows you get 30-day history of where you are, or of where your key has been, and then, oh, you have to pay for the upgrade, you know. All the different features, is I feel like half the time whenever I try to go and do something, it's like, oh, you have to pay for an upgrade. And this is like, I don't want to pay for an upgrade. I just want a keychain. So that's the only thing I will say. It also obviously has a battery in it, and so it needs to be recharged. There's a teeny tiny little micro USB plug on the side. Comes with a micro USB cable in case you don't already have 20 of them in a drawer. But you do need to charge it every 45 days or so. And I believe the app will warn you if that's the case, if it's getting really low. But if you just set a reminder to plug it in on like the night of the 1st of every month, you'll be totally good. And then you'll never actually get down to that last 10 or 20% of battery. And I'm pretty good about not losing stuff, but I understand that a lot of people aren't that way. And I certainly have friends that go through their panic of, oh my gosh, where are my keys? Where are my keys? This would solve the problem, and it would not only solve the problem, but it also makes everything nice and neat. And although I appear to have lost it in my build process, there is also a way you can actually have like a key fob for if you have your car, for example. So that's part of this. It's kind of a tricky deal to take it apart, layer the keys, and then there are spacers in there too. And the reason that this one key is so loose is because I have apparently one too few spacers on that side. So that's a little tedious, but that's a once in, once at I don't know, in a few months deal. So however often you add or change keys on your keychain, that's how often you'd have to do this. But once you get it right, it is actually a pretty cool piece of technology. And I really like that tile is built in, because I don't like the separate little tile fobs. I want small and compact, and this definitely accomplishes that. Now, before we talk about the price, let me just go ahead and say, if you can subscribe to my channel, I really appreciate that. Cool. Now, if you do, and you leave a comment telling me your funniest key lost story. I want to hear them. So share the funniest time you lost keys, whatever, as a comment. Okay, so the KeySmart Pro, it is fairly spendy at $49.99. You can get it at getkeysmart.com. They have lots of other little gewgaws, and you can put different things in here, and they have different ways that can connect to another keychain as needed. So lots of stuff to check out on their website. It is a little spendy, but on the other hand, how much would you pay when you're in the middle of flailing and panicking that you can't find your keys yet again, and there is a deadline and you need to go right now and you can't find your keys? So possibly that price might be entirely reasonable for someone that actually really needs this product. So I think it's actually a pretty cool product. I want to play with it a little more to get all the spacers just so, but I like it and I think you should check it out. That's all I got. So we'll catch you in my next video.